Morning friends, it's half term and we are going for a fun London day today. So I don't know if you watched it, but I did like this whole roundup, excuse my puppy. I did like this whole roundup around what you can do for free in London, especially when you've got like the 2, 3 and 4-year-olds. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm going into London to go to Tate Modern, have a look around the Southbank, and I absolutely love that place. It's quite sentimental to me because it was one of the first dates that I had with my husband as well, about 16 years ago. So yeah, that was a very long time ago. But basically, before I start that, I'm Alina Ghost. I do daily mum shorts just for the fun of it, like lots of funny takes on what motherhood and parenting is like anyway. So do join us if you wanted to see that. And I also do 2 long form videos a week on YouTube specifically, so do subscribe if you want to see all of that and join the fun. But basically, without further ado, I have gotten my picnic bag ready. I say picnic, I didn't actually have any bread or wraps or anything to actually make like a sandwich or something like a lunchish, but I ended up doing like loads and loads of snacks, from healthy snacks to unhealthy snacks, fruits, veggies like carrots, and basically loads of sweeties and things like that. So basically, I think we're all set. I'm gonna grab a couple of sandwiches from M&S as well, I think, on the way to the station. And my son is very excited to be taking the trains again into London because he absolutely loves that. So without further ado, let's see how we get on and how much fun we're going to have today. Going to the museum. We excited?
Is that a long one?
It's a long train. You excited?
It's going to crash.
No, I hope not.
It's going to crash.
I hope it doesn't.
That's the actual ready.
There we go. That's a long train and it's a fast one as well, isn't it?
All these trains go under. Wow.
So that they're quick, and nothing stops them in their way. We came out at Waterloo station and walked up to the London Eye. I wanted my son to see the London Eye, or the Millennium Eye as I know it, but basically I wanted him to walk the walk that basically me and his daddy did many times before him, even before he even existed. So I thought it was really lovely just to walk around and explain to him about things like Big Ben as well, which he was fascinated about, but he also just liked walking up the River Thames. It's very much a tourist trap. It was lovely to see so many people out, and we very much enjoyed it as well. He ended up going to the toilet, the cafe, before we got to the Tate Modern, and actually it was a lot longer walk than I expected. And then when we did get to the Tate Modern, I was glad that the walk was that long. I am sorry, but I was not impressed with the Tate Modern this time around. I do know they freshen up lots of things quite often, so I do hope that something else comes along. And perhaps it was because I did come with a 3-year-old and nothing was appropriate really. Not that I found anyway, but I'll talk about that a little bit later on. Anyway, I do a little catch up with you guys when we did leave the Tate Modern, and actually I explained to you what I do recommend that you do if you do bring kids along. We saw loads of schools and classes actually do that, like were in the museum itself as well. So something I was going to mention as well here is the fact that my son refused to go into that scary Politics of Light one, probably not appropriate for him anyway. And then the next one that we went to, it said in big letters that it was basically, it has lots of violence. So I just turned around and left, and we went upstairs, and it was the only thing that I found that was kid appropriate, and that was a little bit of drawing. So I'll catch you guys up in a second when you see us leaving Tate Modern. No, thank you. I don't want to be throwing rocks. Beautiful. Okay, so we've just come out of the Tate Modern and I am not impressed. So firstly, when we went down to the first couple of like what they called, like not collections, maybe it is collections, but basically like places or art pieces to go and have a look at, like these rooms. One was about violence and the other one was so dark and scary, lots of noise, like ambient sounds of like, I don't know, like a ringing. My son did not want to go in there, so we went all the way upstairs. Up there it's like naked artwork and basically phallic images, which I wasn't comfortable my nearly 4-year-old, my 3-year-old basically seeing. And basically the only bit that we found that was good and relevant for kids was the art and drawing section on these screens, which was pretty cool. I guess it's like what you see and like all the famous artwork, like can you replicate it or just be creative basically. But after 5-10 minutes my son was just like, oh, okay, I'm bored, let's carry on. I thought it was funny that I actually saw like a pre-teen sitting there, his mum was drawing and he was on his device, his phone, playing games. So that shows you basically that Tate Modern isn't great for little kids. I'm not even sure whether I enjoyed it, to be quite honest with you. So we've just come outside instead and are throwing rocks into the River Thames. Yes, it's not the greatest, not perfect, but at least it's something to do. We also, I very much recommend instead just going onto Waterloo station and enjoying the walk down the South Bank, you know, by the River Thames. I saw the bench where I got engaged. I showed my son that, which was super cute and awesome. But basically I really enjoyed like grabbing a donut. There's some like rides that kids can go on, but if you're a certain height, my son wasn't tall enough. But basically there's plenty to do, lots of cafes, lots of restaurants, but essentially not impressed with the Tate Modern. Actually, if you are going with, I saw lots of classes there, so lots of classes, pre-teens, I'd say probably like young secondary school kids were in the Tate Modern. And I recommend that if you do have kids that age, or whether it's teenagers and you just want to like get involved with the artwork, because we didn't even see half the things until I was just like, I've had enough of this and I'm not impressed and we're going. Basically I recommend making like little questions on there, things that they need to find, so like maybe like a scavenger hunt sort of thing, but like, okay, if you see this image, tick the box, or maybe like draw this, draw that, or get creative. Basically give them challenges to get creative, because if you just go there without anything, I think they'd get really bored. So that will be my tip there for older kids as well, but not great for the younger ones unless you are doing the walk from Waterloo station, in my opinion. My son very much enjoyed, just as you can see, just enjoying the natural basically river, rocks, and he's just asked me who I'm speaking to. I'm speaking to friends on YouTube, basically. I'm telling them what our experience was of the Tate Modern. Aiden, come here. Can you tell me, what did you like the most today? What was your favourite bit?
I think.
What's that?
Drawing.
Drawing? You enjoyed the drawing?
No.
No. What did you say then?
I like the museum.
You like the museum. Which bit of the museum did you enjoy the most? Did you need a wee-wee?
I like to press buttons and they come.
But that was the Science Museum. We very much enjoyed the Science Museum. Right? I don't remember pressing any buttons at the Tate Museum. But yeah, basically, he's forgotten it already. That's how memorable Tate Modern was. That's pretty. Wow, that's pretty. Yes, but you have to hold on tight. on the other side.